Hello everyone, welcome to Saj Media. Are you planning to buy a house in Japan? And if you don't have a PR, maybe there are still possibilities. So if you would like to know what are the possibilities and if you don't have a PR, please continue watching till end of this video. I'll be sharing my experience how I have taken my loan without PR. Okay. So your first question, most of the people would be thinking, will I be able to get the housing loan? Answer is yes, you will get the loan, but there are some conditions for the banks that I will tell you, because I have already discussed this topic with the real estate agent and they were given this information. So I thought I will share with you guys also. So one thing, there will not be major multiple banks. I think there are only limited banks they are giving this facility for the foreigners. So one bank which I know is SMBC. So they have three points. They will be checking 3 points mainly. One is like, do you have 5 years visa? And second one, have you worked in the present company for more than 3 years? And have you stayed in the present address for around 1 year? So if you are if you have cleared these three procedures or maybe the conditions, then you are able to get it. Okay. Then another point you would be, I don't have a 5 year visa. I have a 3 years visa. So still the same is applicable for that 1 year visa also. That means if you are an engineer visa, you still are eligible for a loan. And another point would be, you have not worked in that company, but the current company for more than 3 years. Maybe you have, then still you can negotiate. Like if you have completed 1 year in that company, still there is a possibility you will get it. And other thing, the stay within one change, address change within 1 year, that we can't do anything. That is also very critical for the banks. So that means now you might have understood, like PR, without PR you are able to get the loan even for the engineer visa and for the highly skilled 5 years visa. Now how much would be getting the loan? That is the next point from your point, right? So banks would be giving, especially these banks would say, okay, you don't have PR, so you'll have to pay 20% of the total amount of the property what you're going to buy. So for example, if you're planning to buy 5,000 man worth property in Japan, they'll say 25%, 20%. That means approximately 1,000 man you will have to pay in advance. That is their standard way of discussion. But again, I'll give you some tips like how you can negotiate again without making the payment. If you have this money, and if you don't want to pay this much of huge amount into the bank in one single step, then you can say, you can talk to the real estate agent to discuss with the bank, saying that I have this amount, I can show you the evidence of this details of my bank, then but I'm not ready to pay. So still, if you are bringing negotiation in that direction, mostly bank will get some confidence on you that you have this much of amount, but you are not willing to pay, but still you have this amount. So there is high possibility that they will agree. Okay. So, but this is again coming, we are breaking down the scenarios into different cases. Maybe cases would be different for different people. So if you don't have this 20% or 1,000 man to pay in advance, and at least a show in advance, so there is one option, like if you have an account in India and maybe in your own country, then you can show the statement, you can take the statement, and if you can combine this amount combinedly, if it comes together more than or maybe 20% or 20%, still there is a possibility. And still there would be another scenario, even from India and Japan account you don't have this 20%, then you can, another option, if your wife has an account in Japan and in India, then again similarly you can club all these amount together, your India, Japan, your wife's India and your wife's Japan account together. If you can show this 20% or more, then they will agree, they have agreed in that scenario, so you'll have to negotiate in that way. Okay. So now you understood, in this scenario you will get it. So I will touch upon some more other points related to this thing. If you are going for a loan without PR, the interest rate would be a major concern for many people. So interest rate is basically very low in Japan. If you have PR, you have multiple options, like you can approach multiple banks and you will choose for a better rate of interest rate, whatever they are offering. I mean, cheaper one you can choose. But here you will not get that flexibility, because limited banks only will be giving this opportunity. As I said, if in case of SMBC, whatever they are telling, you will have to accept. Because if you are really wishing to have a house in Japan, then the interest rate is not a big matter for you, because it is comparatively it is very low. And even if you are completing, or if you are planning to take the PR after 2 or 3 years, it's not a big deal for you. Once you get the PR, again you can change the loan to, close this loan, approach different bank and close it, and go for a cheaper rate. So only matter of 2 3 years you are just having this extra payment of some extra additional loans. So maybe if you want to know how much they would be offering, maximum we can expect is 1.5 percentage of interest rate, but it depends on, it may come down to 1 also, depends on how we are negotiating. There is a slight possibility for negotiation, but not very positive towards it. Whatever they are telling, we'll have to accept it mostly. So that is about that interest rate thing. Then if I am coming to the extra amount, how much you would like to have in your hand other than the property value. So especially there are some extra amount you will have to consider as cash in your hand, because the property value, if we are getting 100% loan, that amount will be covered in the loan. But again, there are some other procedures, like registration has to be done, property tax has to be paid, some name change and stamp duty has to be paid, then some earthquake insurance has to be paid. Then this all will have to have some amount. Additionally, bank processing charge will have to pay extra. So normally what I heard initially, like bank amount whatever they are charging 100 man would be included in the loan amount, but later they said they will not be including, you'll have to pay cash. So you'll have to have it separately, 100 man. Then the registration perspective, you can see around 100 man. Then the earthquake insurance around 25 to 30. So approximately 200 to 250 range you can expect additional amount in case of you are going for a 5000 range property. So that is about the extra amount you need to have. So one more advantage I will tell, how, what are the advantage you are going to have if you are having a housing loan. You will get a tax benefit. So maximum 400 month tax benefit you will get it for 10 years. Every year, when you are once you have taken the loan, and after every year you will get 40 month per year as a tax benefit to your account. For initially first tax submission, you will have to do it in a tax office, nearby tax office. From next year onwards, you can do the same thing along with your company tax adjustments. So once you do that, you will get the tax benefit of 40 man every year. So for 10 years, so you'll get 400 man. So these are just a few points I thought I will explain you. The reason why I'm making this video is to share the things what I've done and the procedures what I've gone through, so that it would be helpful for other people also, those who are looking for to buy a house in Japan. Only thing you should be very careful that I'm telling 1 year, minimum 1 year is okay, but doesn't mean that you have just came to Japan and you have completed 1 year. That point may not work in that scenario, because bank should have a confidence on you that you are going to be here and you have been here for many years and you are going to be here for many years. So that point maybe you will have to give a confidence to the bank, so they will be checking how long have you been working or living in Japan. So that is also very important. So happy searching home, and if you like this video, please share it with your friends, so that they also would be, it would be helpful for them also to be prepared to understand how much amount would be required, what are the procedures, how to negotiate. So I hope this video is helpful for you guys. Thanks for watching, guys. Please continue watching, subscribe this channel if you like it, and share with your friends. Thank you.